What's up, YouTube? Erod212 here, and day one of New York Comic Con is in the books. Let's take a look at what I picked up. All right, so day one, first con in New York for New York Comic Con since 2019. But with COVID restrictions. Because of the COVID restrictions, major comic companies did not show up. We did not have a Marvel booth for the first time since I've been going. No DC, no Image, no Boom Studio. Most of the big boys did not show up, but there were some killer variants there, and there were some amazing books on those walls. My man Very Gary was set up there, and he had just fire. A bunch of other members from the community that was set up there. Some people that I met when setting up at the King Con that were there, and they were just war books and deals to be had in the $2 and $3 bins. Some really, really good books to be found. But me, I usually have a focus of attack, and you know what? I'll talk to you about that focus of attack after I show you the show floor. Tell me what you guys think. All right. So you can see what I was talking about. That's just amazing. But day one, when I go to a con, I always focus on getting exclusives, variants that I want to get. If there's signatures I want to get from a specific artist or a commission I want to get on, those are the things I focus on the first day. I try and get those all out of the way day one. That way, day two, I can focus strictly on the wall books and the books to buy in the bins. That's just, it works for me. Day three is usually a mop-up day where I walk around, hang out. It's usually Saturday, so it's the most crowded. It's really good to check out the cosplay, check out panels if you want to check out panels, if that's your thing. Just walk around, hang out, and have a good time. Socialize with people that you know. So first booth I went to was Eastside Comics, and they had some really nice variants there. They had this gorgeous Catwoman variant there. This is the Virgin cover. Kind of reminds me of Michelle Pfeiffer, so I picked up a couple of copies of that. This booth had Mike Mayhew exclusives. So they had this Mike Mayhew one. It's a Virgin variant of that famous cover. Really nice. And then the one that was the hot book there, and everybody was grabbing this, was the rendition, the cover swipe for 300 that he did for Miles Morales Spider-Man number 30, I believe it is, right? Yeah, number 30. Miles's new costume. It was pretty nice. This cover was hot. It's been hot all over the place. They did have some of their older variants there. A couple of them had what they consider little imperfections, what I consider gold to me, because I could possibly bump it up. And I did pick this up. I believe there's only 300 print run on this gorgeous cover of the Baroness in her white suit. There were multiples. There's a white one. I believe it's the red and the blue, but this is the one that's short printed. Next book I pick up, a small independent book, and shout out to my man Josh Grav and Joker M21 from Eats Meets West, because they're the ones that brought it to my attention. They had been talking about this book for a long time, and this was the variant there, and probably the shortest printed book at the con that I saw. And that was Nottingham #1. Really good read. If you haven't read this story arc, read it. Kind of like Robin Hoodish. But there were only 50 copies at the con. Not 50 a day, because I made sure I asked multiple times just to be sure. But 50 copies at the con. And they sold whatever they had day one. If they were gone, they were gone. But again, nice pickup. Let's see what happens with this book. And then talk about nice pickups. I want to give a shout out to my man, Mighty Mel V from his Drunken Chat Son, because he put me on this book and helped me out. And that's Cantu #1. And they, Whatnot app had a gigantic booth there. They had a boxing ring set up there. They had DJs. It was really nice. It was actually pretty interactive for the fans. A lot of people there. But they had this Cantu reprint of issue #1, and they had the Virgin variant, and to top that they had the black and white. Pretty cool. I like it. Book picking up a lot of steam. I actually don't know the print run on this. I'm gonna have to look it up, but I would assume as they go into the black and white, shorter print. And then the booth to be at. Usually I'll focus on one booth before everything else. It's usually the Marvel booth or Scorpion or whoever has that key or that variant that I think is going to be, the hot book. This year it was Comic Mint, and I guess my prediction was on the money because all the dealers were there when I got there, and there were a line of people there. The first day I get there, I'm like, and I'm there first pen to go inside and everything else, and there's 30-something people in front of me. So now they did have this gorgeous Shannon Mayer Red Sonja cover there. So that was really nice. They had Virgin cover for We Live #1. There are only 300 copies of this. So this was limited to 2 per person throughout the con. Shannon Mayer also did a gorgeous Magic cover. So I picked that up. Really nice. And then a book I wasn't going to pick up, but when I got there and I saw it in person, I really liked it a lot, was this one right here. It's that Miles Morales. It's a gorgeous cover swipe of Spider-Man number one. But Miles in his new costume. A lot of hate on the new costume, but right here, this cover is fire. And it's a Virgin cover, so really nice. On their wall, they had the Marilyn Monroe Department of Truth for issue number 12. The Javon variant, I like that. They also had, and I didn't pick it up, I kind of kicked myself in the head. They had the Nirvana cover swipe one, which was in person. It's really nice, but this was really nice. And then this book was hot there. There's only 300 copies. It is a hip-hop edition for the Chronic, and that's Department of Truth. And these were 1 per. I had some help, and I was able to secure 2. Benefits of having your son being a comic guy and coming to the con with you. So shout out to my son for that. And then the book to have, the one that everybody was going crazy over, is this. Joe Jusko did this amazing Spider-Man rendition for this issue. It's gorgeous, and the white background, Spider-Man just pops. Show you that. It's really, really nice. So yeah, those were the books I picked up today. Tomorrow will be hunting in bins and checking out wall books. But I'll share that video with you guys. And let me know how you did. You think I did this day? I think I did pretty well. I think I got almost everything I wanted. I got lucky with the Department of Truth and the Nottingham and the Cantu. You know, it's just what this community is about, sharing information, helping each other out if you have the ability to help each other out. So that's it. To my next video. Peace.